It's day 3, so things are, not too far along yet. But I thought I'd give a little bit of a tour just so I have something to. It's mostly for me, so I have something to look back on to see where things started and hopefully where things go. Because we have big plans. We have big plans. We started out in a village. It's just a little 300 by 300 area. We have a world border up over here. And that's because we're in the 1.17 update. With the 1.18 update, there's going to be big terrain changes. And so we're hoping to get the new terrain by then getting rid of the world border and, expanding out. But for the time being, we're in just a little tiny area. And hopefully we'll be working on some collaborative projects together and all that fun stuff. Here's my little house. I have cleaned it out at the moment. Everything's outside of my house because I am going to be moving. But before we do that, let me just show off some of the maybe cool little features. Right here we have the underwater amethyst geode. And if you keep going down, you can see we've got a mine shaft underneath the world as well. Does this continue? No. Well, it is a bigger mine shaft. There was a couple of things that we were looking for when we were looking for a world seed. And my brother actually eventually found the world seed. But there was a couple things we were looking for. And one of them was a village, just because it would make, starting out easier, getting some resources, especially with, such a small play area. Let's see if I can get out of here. No, let me out. A mine shaft was another, just because it has some of the what was that sound? It has some of the new stuff for the 1.17 update that you can't really get elsewhere, namely glowberries. And then we wanted a fortress in the nether so that we could do potion brewing, because there's some stuff in the fortresses that you can't really get elsewhere. So this is the little area that I want to set up a house in. I think it'd be really cute. There's like the little water. I'm thinking maybe having like a gear sticking out or something. We are planning on having a theme in our little 300 by 300 area. Everyone's going to be building in like fantasy steampunk sort of theme. So I got to try and figure out how I'm going to build things. But hopefully this will become my house. But for the time being, it's just a nice little open area. We'll see how it goes. Let me show you around everything else. There's a cool like kind of circular rock over there. I think that's going to be turned into the nether portal. But here it is in its, raw, unchanged glory. I like how it's circular. That's kind of cool. We've got a few bases going up. Let's go over to my brother's base first. He's kind of working on building a tree up here, but he's gotten a little distracted, I think. He's working on a little bit of a tavern town center thing at the moment. One of the other guys on the server, Hunter, is working on building a boat over here. For the most part, everything is still forest. It's mostly just forest. Horsey. It's coming along. It's coming along. I like the use of the new oh man, I was gonna call it Grimstone. The new deep slate blocks. Here, I'll not steal his wall pieces. Nate took over one of the village houses as well, so he's living in there. And then we have Jamie's beginning of a base here, and her tree house, which I still say that she does some really interesting stuff. Her stuff's just fun. It's just so bizarre. Yeah, that's fun. And there's some farmland over here. I just replanted some stuff over there. But I think my next step is going to be just moving stuff over here and starting to carve into the side of this mountain.